Welcome back to Proud Masculine. Welcome back to the channel. And today, we'll do a video on the road. And this has to do with living with purpose and what that looks like. And why. Why do you do that? And what that means. So let's jump right into the video. So, a lot of my content, a large majority of it, is surrounded around beginning a journey from a breakup. I go into breakups about no contact, and then that no contact period, whether your motivation is to get an ex back, or I always say, hashtag a lot, get yourself back. And so it's, what do you do at this time in between to reinvent yourself or find yourself again? Because a lot of times in a relationship that goes bad, that goes south and ends, somewhere within that relationship, your identity was misplaced, not necessarily lost, but we began to prioritize the relationship and the other person more than ourselves. And I know it goes against the grain, and it contradicts itself that you would think, well, I'm sacrificing my wants and needs to focus on this relationship, putting this relationship first, putting this person first. Why would that be less attractive? Why would that be less valuable to that person? And one of the reasons why is because you got with that person and they were attracted to you for who you are, who you were. And secondly, this other person you're with does not want to be the center of your life. This other person is feeding off of you accomplishing, having a mission and going after it unapologetically. So, and I don't mean just doing what you want all the time and never giving time and space and energy and attention to the person in the relationship. But I mean, day to day, not pursuing your goals, your calling, your dreams, and your purpose. And I just did a video about the ability to be violent when needed, being able to call on that violence, to respond to violence violently, to protect yourself and loved ones. That being a masculine trait, a masculine characteristic that provides security, safety, and some certainty that this person, people, your loved ones, will be protected. That equals safety. You feel safe. So, going into purpose, and that's along the same lines, that you have something greater than you that you're pursuing for the greater good, not just the greater good for your life, but the greater good for everyone around you. Because I've also done a video about putting yourself first and what that looks like and why you do that. And part of this is living your purpose. And what that purpose is, I don't know. Only you know that. What do you feel compelled? What do you feel compelled to do in this life that brings value to this world, that could potentially make this world a better place? putting your dent in the universe? How would you affect that change? And that could look different case by case. Doesn't necessarily mean monetary value, although typically that's the way it comes back to you, is monetarily. But it could be, I think, part of my calling and my purpose is to do these videos, share my life experience, to help men, to guide men through difficult times, through a time when they may be confused, maybe lost. And I believe this is a strong calling for me. I've had, on my time on this earth, very unique life experiences. I've seen a lot, I've experienced a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and I'm able to look back and see what contributed to both sides of that. And I've seen a lot of men down. I've seen men down and never get back up again. I've seen men take personally, have known men to take the permanent way out, try to solve a temporary problem with a permanent solution. And that compels me to say, hey, you're not alone. Here's the things I've done. Here's the downs I've experienced. And here's what's gotten me through them to come out the other end bigger, faster, stronger. It's part of my purpose, part of my calling. It's something, and that's just one thing that I do. And there's other things in life that I do that I believe I was just meant to do. It feels right. I get out of bed, I look forward to doing it. Then, I guess one of the ways you can identify something as a purpose, a call, and a passion, whatever you like to call it. It's like, would you do this particular thing without getting paid for it? Do you look forward to doing it just because it brings fulfillment organically? Just you're fulfilled by doing it. If the answer is yes, and you do it well, and it makes a difference, that's part of a purpose, that's part of a calling. And I'm not saying you have to do things for free. Your time, my time, your time is extremely valued. Time is the most valuable, commodity, resource. Time is the most valuable thing in our lives. Time is the one thing, once we spend it, we never, ever, ever get it back. As that moment passes, it's gone, and you'll never see it again. And you have to make your time a priority. And the time, who you spend your time with, what you spend your time on. And if you have sincere value to offer, then you got to put a price tag on that time. Like when people schedule appointments and call for appointments, I ask what I ask price-wise for a reason, because it's valuable. It's extremely valuable. And I have people tell me I don't charge enough, but it's not up to them. It's up to me. And I want to be reachable and attainable to anybody who needs the help, who needs my time. And every one of you has something to offer that is valuable. And it's a matter of finding out what that is. And it takes reflection, introspection, maybe some soul searching as to what value it is that you do provide. And when you do find it, and you live through that sense of purpose, it changes you. It changes your whole life. It changes the way people around you view you. And if you are living with purpose, and there are people that try to pull you away from it, people that make fun, degrade, playfully, joke about what you're doing, that's toxic people. that's energy vampires. And that's just people that see you doing what they can't. You know, hate always comes from beneath. Never will you see someone who's living their purpose, contributing to the universe, making a difference, laugh at you for you doing the same thing. Or low key, you know, take jabs and make fun. They'll always be like, yeah, fucking right, man. Good shit. Awesome to see you doing that. What can I do to help? You know, that's what that looks like. So if you do have these people that are interfering with your purpose, I don't give a shit if it's a parent, sibling, girlfriend, wife, anybody. You got to avoid these people. And at the end of the day, yeah, you need to ruthlessly cut these people out of your life. Anybody who's that messed up, that'll have you second guessing what you do, that fulfills you on a soulful level, it's just not a healthy person, and they're certainly not good for you and your life and your purpose. And it'll only take away from that. You know, that's very selfish behavior and toxic behavior, and that should not be tolerated by anyone and from anyone. And what you living your purpose does is put you on a path for a greater good, and it allows you to operate from a higher place. And living your purpose and calling, it takes you out of yourself, and it gives you a better awareness of life in general and the things that matter. And in turn, that puts you in a better position to help and be your highest self for everyone around you, everyone involved in your life. From the people you love dearly and who are closest to you, to the people you affect that may pay you for a service, pay you for that. And remember, when you're watching this, hit that like button. Comment on this video and anything else you'd like to hear about, any other topics you'd like to hear discussed. Subscribe so you can get these videos as they come out. Hit that notification bell so you know they came out. And look, I have a donate button in the link in the description. A donation button link in the description. If you find this video helpful or any other content that you may have seen in the past helpful to you, donate to the channel. It only helps. And if you need my help, there's also a link in there. Go to proudmasculine.com, pricing plans, schedule me for a call. You know, at the end of the day, pursuing a mission, pursuing purpose is a masculine characteristic. It shows strength, it shows discipline, it shows commitment, you know, it shows depth. You know, there's a lot of things that radiate outwardly from that state of mind and being, a purposeful state of mind and being, that are recognizable, that are palpable to people. And it's a very attractive quality. It's a very attractive characteristic. It instills trust. It instills security, safety. When you unapologetically live purposefully and are not swayed from that by anything. So, and yeah, what that purpose looks like to you, and what that is for you, I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I've given you a few indicators of how to maybe spot something. Some guys have, like an example is music, and they get flack, you know, from other people. Oh, music, you can't take that seriously. If it's something that fulfills you, it's something you do that when you're doing it, you're so into it, you don't think of anything else. You know, that's some of the markers you need to look for when you're thinking of what is my purpose. What is something you do that takes you out of the moment out of all the other shit and put you in the moment, rather. That puts you in that, it's almost a trance-like meditative state where you're doing it and time just flies by and you don't miss a beat and you're fully engaged. You know, that's living with purpose. There's something special about doing that activity or performing that service.
New text message from Vladilina.
That says purposeful. And every man should have a purpose that they live for greater than anything. Greater than the relationship, greater than the friendship. You know, a higher calling. And pursue that purpose. Unapologetically. That's it for that. I'll see you on the next one.